Hey guys, what's going on? In this video today, we're going to be talking about duplicating ad sets to scale and also talking about when you should do that, okay? So first things first, right? I'm right here in the ad set level of my campaign. So the only time that I really duplicate to scale is, say for example, I started this ad set off at $10, okay? Say it's at 10 and then I realized, I scaled this ad set after the 3-day period, letting it run or spending 1 to 2x my target CPA. I realized that, this ad set can be scaled, right? So what I would do from here, right, I would scale it. Say, for example, it did really good, so I wanted to double the budget. I would put it at $20, okay? Wait 3 days and then see how it does. Say, for example, that scaling this ad set did not work. Like I took it to $20 and the CPA just kept getting worse. Okay, it starts going up, creeping up. So say, for example, you start getting above your break-even CPA. So the ad set now is losing money. What you would want to do, okay, is you would bring this budget back down to $10, and then you would duplicate this ad set. I would test it out by duplicating it maybe 3 times. So what this would do, okay, is it's gonna, basically when you duplicate this, what you're going to do is everything is just gonna be duplicated. You're going to leave everything as is. The only thing you would change is make sure that it's going to be running the next day at midnight so you could spend the 24 hours full for the budget. Once you duplicate it like this, just keep everything the same, hit publish, okay? And then you're going to let it run for 3 days. Now, the reason you're going to do this is what happened with the original ad set when you scaled it. It didn't scale well, right? For some reason, Facebook's algorithm, who knows, right? So it could be many different things that's causing it not to scale. So what you would do here is you would duplicate it, which would allow you to actually spend, for example, $30 or $40, towards that specific interest, right? Because you duplicated 3 times plus the original, that's 4 total. You'd be spending $40 towards that interest. So now you're spending more money towards the interest, but you're breaking it apart between ad sets, which may allow you to scale better. The reason being is when you duplicate like this, if it's not scaling originally, what happens is this specific interest has different pockets of interest, right? So say, for example, you had an interest, okay, and excuse my drawings, with 1 million in the audience. What happens is these interests have different pockets of people, okay? So the original ad set that you had that wasn't able to scale might have been in this pocket of people where it didn't really it was performing well at a low budget, but once you scaled it, it stopped performing. So when you're duplicating these ad sets, you start hitting these other pockets of the interests, okay? And what happens here is you'll see if it works, that means that you're hitting a specific pocket of that interest. You may be able to scale that one as opposed to the original one. So what would happen here is, say for example, this ad set, the original one, dropped the budget down and it started performing again. You just know that that's your original, right? You'll have it labeled here. And this one, say for example, it's not performing at a $10 budget, but these 2 are, okay? Then you would scale these ones to $20, and you would scale them depending on what the CPA is. If the CPA is really good, scale them to $20, okay? When you double the budget, you want to wait another 3 days, okay? To see how it performs. If it's performing, then you keep scaling. If it's not performing, then you basically, this interest is not going to work out, okay? And it's safe to say that you could kill the ad sets, all right? So that's how duplicating works. I don't use it often. The only time, like I said, I would use it is if I were to scale a specific interest, like it was performing really well. I scaled it, stopped performing. I brought the budget back down. And then because that specific interest is only performing at a lower budget, then what I would do is I would duplicate it 3 times, see how it's working out, and then either scale from there or kill the ad sets from there. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.